I'm so excited. I'm not really even going to wait for anyone to hop on. We're just going to jump right in. First, I want to say Happy Veterans Day and thank you for everyone who has served. I am so excited. Today, I am celebrating zoomed out and really just how I got here. And I think back to a couple months ago when this idea and thought came into me. It was really downloaded and it just took a while for me to feel out what this meant and what I was being called to do. And it started out as like this really small kind of, I'll do a 1-day thing or maybe a 3-day thing, and it just kept growing. And I realized that this is a call for expansion within myself, and it required some healing and some sitting with fears. And I went through a lot just to kind of get to this point. But I think that's so reflective of what the group is and what you're going to get out of it. And so jumping right in, Zoomed Out is going to be a 4-week experience that you are called to really zoom out and go beyond your day-to-day. And we get in these routines and these practices that, I have to do this. I make my to-do list and I think about what I have to do the next day. And it just often repeats itself. And we think about all the things that we need to do. And we kind of put what we want on the back burner. My dog is kind of being obnoxious right now. So, knocking on the door and playing with this food bowl. But we're good. So, we're going to use this space to be intentional and take that moment to think about what it is that we want. Get really clear on what we want. And, some of us, even as adults, don't know what it is we want. We haven't sat with ourselves. We haven't dug in and thought about what it is that we want. Not what our partner wants, not what our kids or friends, family want, but what it is that deep within us we crave. And now my dog's gonna eat. So this space is going to be like a sacred space for you to dive in and become really aware of what it is that you want. And we're going to explore what are we holding on to that's blocking us from that, or not allowing us to kind of step into that feeling of that reachable, like that it's all attainable. And when we kind of go through the motions and stick with what we know and what is comfortable, we forget that we're capable of creating whatever it is that we want. We're able to transform and change right now to welcome in what it is that we want and what feels good for us. So it's 4 weeks, and we will have a weekly call that will really be used, whether that is for you to zoom out and use as a visionary process, but also connect and gain support and guidance. Because in this process, it's not up to me to decide what it is that you want or to figure out how you can get to this feeling of, I have this in my life, but rather me just kind of guiding you and providing you with support, encouraging you, and empowering you. Because I'm going to be doing this alongside with you, and I will be providing you with resources and tools and support, and we're going to be in a group, so it's going to cultivate this environment that is really like on your side, right? You have this support and this team along with you. And one of the big things that we're going to work on is making decisions. And how can you make decisions that are aligned with you and that are for you? We'll talk about this in the beginning, because through this month, you will be required to make decisions. Like, it's just going to be natural. Anytime you want to make a change, you have to make decisions. And so we're going to start on November 22nd, right after the full moon. So you can join now up until the 22nd, and then we'll kind of work with the moon phases, where when the moon is waning, we're going to work on gaining awareness and letting go of the things that are no longer serving us, whether it's like a habit or a belief, physical things, whatever it may be. With a new moon, we're going to set those intentions and get really clear on what we want to call in and start taking action. And by action, it could be as simple as one small thing a day. It could be having a mindset practice. You know, there's so much. And the beautiful thing about a group like this is it really doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. It doesn't matter if you don't know what you even want. That's okay. We can start there. And maybe you do have ideas on what you want, but you just don't know what your next step is, because you are very committed to your day-to-day and you haven't set that intention to take the time to sit with what can you do to make that shift and make that transformation. Oftentimes we wait for something on the outside to inspire this change and transformation, or like require us to change. Like so many of us were required to adjust our lives and figure out new ways of living in the last couple years. What if you can do that all on your own to call in what it is exactly that you want? And that's what we're going to be doing. And so I'm so excited. I mentioned we're going to use the new moon to like set our intentions and call in what it is that we want. And this could be anything. Manifestation is going to be a big thing in this group, because that's essentially what we're doing when we want to create change or create this transformation. But you're really going to learn and embody how you can connect with yourself and get really clear and aware of what it is, and then little things that you can do or adjust to start working towards this bigger transformation. And at the end, we're going to finish at the full moon, because we start right after the full moon. We're going to finish at the full moon, and it's going to be like this celebration. Whether you have manifested whatever it is that you wanted, or you feel what you would feel as if you manifested it. And that's a huge part of manifestation. So we're going to end with a celebration, and you're going to honor yourself for zooming out and taking that time to, work towards what you want, not just check off the things that you need to do. So I'm so excited. I think I've said like 6 times, but it's going to be an amazing 4 weeks. It's going to be so transformative and just enlightening and also empowering. So you're going to learn all these tools and these ways of staying committed to what it is that you want. Even if you go about your day doing everything that you need to do, how can you implement what it is that you want? How can you embody that feeling as if you had what you want? And you're going to go through this 4 weeks, and you're going to want to just continue it. It's not going to be like, okay, my 4 weeks are done and I'm ready to move on and go back to my day-to-day. It's going to be like this activation within you to continue this journey. And so I want to bring you that confidence and that clarity to continue on and to continue working towards what it is that you want. Because you don't have to go through your whole life only checking off what you need, like what you need to do and what you committed to do. And part of this is going to be trusting yourself and really accepting that what you want right now, it's so valuable, but it could change. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing, because you have the tools and the resources and the awareness to change what you're doing, to call in what the new thing is that you want. So excited. We start November 22nd. You can follow the link in my bio to find out more information. You're going to get a guide My dog is knocking on the door. You're going to get a guide and a workbook to journal and keep track of what it is that you're exploring and you're becoming aware of. If you're like a trial and error person, we're going to work through that too, and you'll be able to document that. And we're going to do intuitive readings on our weekly calls, and you'll have an opportunity to have a one-on-one session with me, which if you want, we can dive into your human design. We can explore what is working and what's not working for you. And it's just, I think it's going to be really empowering for you to kind of take a hold of what you can control and use it to call in what you want. What is it that you want to change? What is it that you want to bring into your life? And I'm opening up this space to allow you to focus on that, set your intentions, commit to it, and see the magic that reveals itself. It's all within you. You have this. I'm just going to be there to help you reveal it and uncover what it is you truly want and commit to that. So I'm so excited for the 18th time. Follow the link in my bio. You can join me in this experience, and it is just going to, I hope, just take you to the next level and really activate this sense of transformation, like empowered transformation, so you can change whatever it is to help you move, to help you go beyond your day-to-day. Your mind has your day-to-day down, and it's not going anywhere. You know, you're going to take care of what you need to take care of. If you're a mom, if you're a mom and listening to this, like, you have that down, right? Like, you can remember I hope you remember when you go get your kids, but like, we have all these things in place to figure out our day-to-day. Let's go beyond that, and let's figure out how we get what we want, how we embody what we want to feel and what we want to do in life. So, more to come, I'm sure. We're not starting until November 22nd, so I'm sure I'll be expanding on this. But I just wanted to share a little bit about what you're going to get out of the program, my intention behind it, and yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, and I cannot wait to see you in Zoomed Out.